Well, hey there. Welcome to GoWCUS, episode 9. Today we're going to talk about After Party. If you would like to tweet at us or about us, it is hashtag GoWCUS. We'd love to hear from you. But let's start with intros. And we'll start right on the left with Dustin.
Sure. So I am Dustin Mesa. I'm the lead organizer for WordCamp US. I live here in Nashville, and I work for WP Engine.
Excellent. Randy?
My name is Randy Hicks. I'm also here in Nashville, and I work for a company named Atiba, and I do web development, and I'm the lead volunteer.
Excellent. My name is Steve Zengit. I'm the founder of Zeek Interactive. I run the OC WordPress meetup. I'm also the lead organizer of the OC WordCamp, and I'm on the committee for WordCamp US. I think that's all the resume items I have for today. Anyway, I'm on the sponsorship committee, and sponsorships are all done. We're gone. It's they're all sold out. I think I grabbed one of the last Jefferson sponsorships. That we may be able to squeeze one of those smaller sponsorships in if you're still interested. We still have a couple people asking about it, and if you are interested, go ahead and reach out to me, and I'll see what I can do. Tickets are on sale, so still grab your tickets while you can. Those are going fast as well as we approach WordCamp. We're what, 33 days away now?
Oh boy, yeah.
Nobody's counting. So WordCamp is exactly what, 5 weeks away from today. So it's coming right up. So if you haven't made your plans yet, do it right now because things will go fast. Has the schedule been posted?
It's being posted today.
I've been asking about it for what, 3 weeks now?
Yes, I know. Don't worry. It's almost like draft form already in a post. It's being posted today. There's no doubt in my mind. Okay.
You have Dustin's word on that the schedule will be posted by the end of the day today. And if that doesn't happen, make sure you reach out to Dustin and yell at him on Twitter. But today we're going to talk about the after party. Everybody loves a good WordCamp after party, and this one this year is set to be an epic after party. So let's talk about that a little bit. Where's it going to be held?
Oh, I'm excited. So we are holding it at the Adventure Science Center, which is just a huge science and adventure. It's not really a museum because you don't look at anything, you touch everything. It's so cool though. We did our tour through it, and you'll see pictures of it soon. But when we did our tour through it, I felt like a full-on child in the best playground I could ever have thought of. I mean, I just Randy was there when we were doing it. They were talking to us and telling us oh yeah, and this part, and here I am just pushing buttons and doing stuff. And I was like, oh sorry, I made this loud noise and everybody stopped. I was like, oh.
Well, you are a big kid, so
yeah, no doubt.
That's fair. I have some pictures which we'll go over in a minute, but tell us a little bit about the what's going to be at the after party.
Yeah. So after party's from 8 to 11 on Saturday night.
Okay.
We're going to have some light appetizers, good stuff, good Southern fare, and of course we'll have every which way of that: dairy-free, gluten and dairy-free, vegan, gluten, dairy-free, all of it for everybody who needs it. So you're going to be taken care of, and then we're going to have. What
about carnivores? Anything for carnivores?
There is, yes, there's definitely. We're going to have beer and wine, some local beers, some good local beers, which is exciting. Tennessee's a big brew town, or Nashville's a big brew town, so we're going to show off some of those. And then we're just going to have a party. Karaoke. Randy, you want to talk a little about karaoke and photos?
What?
Yeah. So I did not know this, but the WordPress community has a pretty large karaoke following. And initially we were like, oh, karaoke would be great. So we'll put it up in this small space. And then when the rest of the organizers saw that, they're like, no. This is not going to work. We need a space. So we used the space to the left of the entrance. There's a huge room. I would say probably on par with the size of last year's room. Just it's not stadium seating, but it's going to be pretty great. There will be plenty of space to belt out those tunes. Never fear.
So wait, beer, wine, appetizers, toys, and karaoke all at one after party.
And not just toys, but some of these toys are like
Well,
adult level toys, like
so let's take
simulator.
Let's take a look at some of these toys here. I'm going to share my
Okay.
screen here.
Oh, yes.
I've got pictures to share of the toys. So that's what are we looking at here? Is that the entrance?
Right when you walk in, you get through some ropes and stuff. Do your badge check. Remember, you got to have your badge to get in.
Okay.
You're greeted with a small little archway. Right there are the blocks on the ground to make one of those arches that like is self-sustaining. It doesn't need things coming down to anchor itself. And then you can go up the stairs to kind of get to the second floor. Right behind there is this massive 3-story like jungle gym. Just huge. We'll see pictures of that.
This guy? Is that?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's like an adult play place.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
We might have to have somebody that can weasel their way in to get people out.
Yeah, it's a cool one.
That's the bottom of the jungle gym. That looks like a Pontiac Fiero.
You are correct. So it's awesome. This is a little exhibit about using levers and how easy it is to pick up a car. So if you look, there's a rope hanging in the middle of the long beam. That's the like hard way to pick it up. And then if you walk to the end of the beam, which is where I'm going now, in the picture, you can pull the end of it, and that's like easy. Like you just kind of jump up and hold on, and it picks the car up. It's so cool though. I did it like 3 times.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Picking up Fieros.
What is this?
Randy, you want to tell us
That looks
about
awesome.
Yeah, no, this is more of the they have an exhibit area, kind of a little more like the museum, but you can walk through and check out solar system information, kind of just get a little feel for what the space that we've been occupying for hundreds of thousands of years, and then I think the next there's a picture there where there's a planetarium as well. Oh yeah, this is a little further down. Yeah, so the planetarium's connected to that space, and I'm pretty sure, Dustin, we're gonna have this open, or is this?
Oh yeah, so not only are we gonna have the planetarium open, we're getting them to do a custom show about the sky over Nashville. We're getting them to make it a little shorter than a usual show so that we could make sure everybody that wanted to go could. It's awesome. Randy, if you remember when we went and they gave us a little demo of it, they were talking about the planetarium that they had just upgraded, and they were talking about the one they had before, and the one before could show something like 1.1 million stars on the thing. And I was impressed. And then they were like, this one can do, it was like 30 million. And I mean, it was crazy. They were like, hey, remember they discovered that new part of the solar system last week? And I do remember, like NASA discovered something. They're like, let's go see. And we flew through space and went and saw it. They get regular updates with, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
So this show is going to be playing or happening during the after party?
Yes, during the after party.
No way.
Yeah.
So go back one slide to the one before this. There you go. Because this is a really great space. Just the flight simulator on the right, and then on the left, I don't know what the proper term is. Do you know what that's called, Dustin?
No, I mean, no. Let's just tell them what it does.
Yeah. So basically, you can go into the space between the 2 giant walls and get buckled into the ropes, which I think are elastic, kind of like a bungee. And so then you can experience a simulated 0G. Is that correct?
Yeah, so inside the 2 is a moonwalk. So it's the same gravity that would be on the moon. And then actually on the outside, the wall facing us, you can simulate a spacewalk on that side. So we got moonwalks and spacewalks.
Okay. How are we going to pack this all into 3 hours? I
mean, I don't know. Get in line, I guess.
Seriously, we're going to have to. People are going to have to pick.
Yes.
What's a body quest?
Oh, so this is a cool. I mean, I honestly felt like I went onto a set of like a Nickelodeon game show when I walked into Body Quest. That's exactly
very accurate. Yeah, very accurate. Even the sounds, the one that Dustin interrupted our walk with.
So what's great is it's like a tour through the human body. They've got all these different areas where you can look at like what's going on. So yeah, this is one of my favorite. This is a game where I think it's like 8 people can play. It's green versus red, and you get these like little light guns. And as it'll talk, literally, it's this like interactive game that talks about how food gets digested, where bacteria comes in. You can see it says like blow the nose, sinus, like when you get sick.
I'm looking at the mucus meter.
Yeah. You have to shoot and like get rid of stuff, and there's scores. And then at the end, I mean, somebody wins and somebody loses.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
super cool.
That's really cool.
So here's like a big kind of, you can see there's lots of areas, lots of different science about there's sports and stuff in here. They show you about an ambulance. There's a weird pathology lab that Randy and I don't really know what it's for. There's like a dead guy on a thing, and you can be in his gut.
It's weird.
I don't know.
Okay.
But, somebody's gonna want to be a guy. Yeah. Here is my favorite part. So this is like a life-size digestive system. So you see where it says feed me, you get these balls and you throw it in the mouth, and then you go over to kind of like the esophagus area to the right, and you pump the things through the esophagus. It goes into the stomach. You got to like whir the stomach around. And then I specifically didn't include a picture of this because I want people to like really get it in person. But at the end, there's like a colon that's a slide. When you slide down and land on the mat, it makes a very large sound effect.
No, of course there's. Of course. All right, moving on.
So this is the kind of second and third story of the 3-story jungle gym. So you walk up. There's a couple of different ways to get up it. You can be.
Is that a spinny slide in the?
Yes.
On the,
I was going
right
to say, don't forget about the slide.
Yeah, for sure. So they were like, don't worry, guys. We can take the side stairs and get to the top without through this. And if you go to the next picture, I was like, F that noise. I'm just going to go through. And so there I am.
You were the biggest kid I've ever met, I swear.
Yeah. And when we came down, I took that spinny slide.
Of course you did.
Yeah. And so what's cool is you get to the top of this, and there's honestly, I've been to a lot of places, some of the best views of downtown Nashville.
Wow, that is cool.
That's Randy just like sticking his hand up with his camera. You can stand all the way up and see all the way out.
Yeah.
At night with the city skyline lit up. Oh, it's pretty nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, that is very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm excited.
Oh, it is. I mean, there's dinosaurs. Like there are so many more things in there that I didn't even show. They have like a wind tunnel where you walk in and like it simulates a tornado around you. Man, there's just like so much cool stuff. Oh, they're building. You want to talk about the new VR thing, Randy?
Yeah, I don't know the specifics of where it'll be in the venue, but they've teamed up with a company called Black Box, and they're bringing in their VR equipment, and they're going to have different VR scenarios that you can kind of like put on the goggles, have the toggles in your hand, and just experience what they've brought in for VR. I wish I knew what it was because I've seen some cool games, and I don't want to like boast that it's a game because I don't know. I mean, hopefully it's not like a real time like driving a bus kind of scenario. That would be a little bit slow and boring, but it would be fun to play hide and seek in there with some.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It would be.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a six-person VR station, which is that'll be a lot of fun.
How far is this venue from WordCamp?
Less than a mile. I think it's like 1 mile exactly. So at night, I wouldn't recommend you walk just because it's a little windy to get up there because it's kind of set on top of a mountain so that it has really good views. Not a mountain, on a little bit of a hill.
Yeah, it's a little up a hill. Nashville, kind of has a hill in it. I wouldn't call it a mountain.
Yeah, correct. Okay. So it's literally like $6 Uber maybe from the venue. And easy.
So it starts at 8. What time is the last session at WordCamp on Saturday?
So State of the Word is starting at 4, and so it'll probably end around 6. And so you'll get time to kind of go, relax, get some food if you're really, really hungry, and just kind of take a little chill and then come on over.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. Super excited about that. I mean, oh my God. Like they do these things called way late play dates, which is they do a big theme and open it up for like adults only, and it's 21 and up, and you can buy beer and wine. The last time I went to one, it was like Marvel versus DC. And I mean, my wife was just like, oh my gosh, this kid is I did everything that you could do. And I had already done it all. I was just like, I gotta do it again.
Of course you did. So just to clarify, is the venue just open for our after party? Is the public coming in at the same time, or is it just us?
For us, we rented the whole thing out for all of you coming to WordCamp US. Yeah,
all right.
I'm super excited about that.
I'm in.
Yeah, it'll be really great.
I'm in. Well, I think that covers us for this week. Do we know what we're going to talk about next week?
Yes. So next week, as I promised last week, we are going to do a walkthrough of the venue. So everybody can kind of get a little familiar with the venue, see what's going on, see which floor everything's on. So yeah, you don't know, you're not walking in blind, so to speak. So yeah, we're having Eric Hohenschelt, our head of logistics, working with the venue. He's going to come on and give us a little tour.
Great. And by next week, you will have had the schedule up for 6 days. So you heard it here.
That's
all right,
exactly
everybody.
Right.
Have a great weekend. Thank you, Randy, for coming on. And we'll see you next week.
I love it. All right, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.